Yo, what is up, Zombie Nation? It's your boy Dame, and welcome back to a brand new episode of your source for COD Zombies news. In today's video, TREYARCH has added the biggest update to date in Call of Duty as a whole, including zombies, and it is humongous. We have blue screen fixes for days. Nuketown is finally arrived to multiplayer, and Speed Cola makes a return. So, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, thumbs up, that would be awesome. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And without further ado, let's get straight into that video. So first things first, let's start off with the obvious. Nuketown has made it back into multiplayer. Yes, we are zombie news here, but we can't forget about our boy Nuketown. The fourth installment so far of Nuketown, based in Russia. Is a very snowy scene. A little bit of footage on screen now. I don't play multiplayer, I'm playing with bots. It is what it is. But Nuketown has finally landed. And as we know, or a spoiler alert by the way, close your ears, it shall be returning to zombies sometime in the future. Near future, far future, nobody really knows. And this does come from the leaker, the QA tester, who has also confirmed the return of Speed Cola, confirmed basically 10 Easter eggs, confirmed a lot of stuff. And apart from the treatment of him and how he's treated at work, so far everything has been correct. So Nuketown, go and play. Seems like a lot of fun. The next story is Speed Cola. Speed Cola has finally returned to zombies, and it's awesome, and we should have had it from day one, but Speed Cola is finally back. Not as we know it, but Speed Cola has been implemented in some sort of way. So if you take yourself into a game and buy yourself 4 perks, so you have to buy all 4 perks for Speed Cola to be enabled, you'll have Speed Cola on your weapon, which is absolutely awesome. I've got a little bit of a side-by-side comparison here right now. I'm using the Titan, and as you can see, it's Speed Cola. It reloads very, very quickly, which was needed. I'm still a little bit disappointed. I would have rather it be a perk, because if you go down and you lose a perk, you lose Speed Cola. And sometimes if your perks are set up in a different manner, Speed Cola might be like your second perk you put on, so you wouldn't usually use it. I don't mean to be that guy, a bit of a pessimist out here, but I'm definitely all for the fact that this should have been an actual perk in the actual beginning. But nonetheless, beggars can't be choosers, and I'm very, very happy that Speed Cola has made it back into Call of Duty Zombies. The next story today, TREYARCH dropped a bomb, a nuke. I mean, it's an atom. It is absolutely incredible the amount of fixes that have been added into zombies. And I think, fingers crossed, touching wood, I think blue screens, I think this could be the end of blue screens. We may get a blue screen here and there, but I think this definitely could be the end of blue screens, which is kind of suspicious, because you know the community right now, we had the game a month early, it was basically a beta, and wouldn't you know it, exactly 1 month after the date of its release, we finally get an update which basically now makes zombies into a full non-beta game where it actually works, which is suspicious to say the least. But nonetheless, they fixed it, they've listened to the community, and it's awesome. Patch notes are huge, and we're going to get into them right now. So starting from the top, TREYARCH posted their patch notes on Reddit, by the way, and it starts off by saying, our November the 13th game update is absolutely huge, delivering Black Ops 4's distinctive revival of Nuketown on PS4, our biggest stability update yet in zombies, gameplay balances across all modes, map spawn and game mode improvements in multiplayer, the Bowie knife and new character missions in Blackout, and something I'm just a little bit salty about here, the launch of a daily tier skips. Yes, wouldn't you believe it? Not only daily tier skips, come on, please bring tiers to zombies. That's it, just bring the tiers to zombies. Oh my god, these zombies players, I'm dying out here, you're killing me. Please bring daily tiers to zombies. Just bring tiers to zombies altogether, please. Thank you, noted. Let's move on. This paragraph here pretty much turns into an essay, so I'm going to skip a bit and go into a bit more of the zombies. Today marks our biggest stability update to zombies since launch. We've implemented 60 plus fixes for crashes and other issues across all 4 maps with this update, covering everything from Easter egg quest crashes and max ammo bug to exploits in classified and the return of Speed Cola functionality. The team has been hard at work to deliver an always improving zombies experience with today's updates, and we continue to prioritize overall stability above all else. So zombies stability fixes, buckle in boys and girls, because this is a long one. Global. They fixed a crash where a player could be disconnected during character banter. They fixed a crash in theater that could occur when a player tried to watch a playback of a game that contained 3 bots. There's a lot of crashes in theater, so I'm glad they're changing that. They fixed a crash that would occur when a player disconnected while burned out killed zombies. Fixed a crash that would occur when a player was given or returned a weapon that was already in their inventory. They fixed crashes related to invalid zombie spawn positions. They fixed crashes that could occur when a player disconnected at specific times when their inventory was being updated. They fixed crashes that occur when player disconnected at specific times while down. Also note, the first person to comment how many times I say fixed a crash gets pinned at the top of my comment section, okay? Fixed a crash. There's another one. Fixed a crash that would occur when using nowhere but there. They fixed a crash that would occur when player disconnected during the opening moments of a custom match in which one of their talismans or elixirs was disabled by a custom mutation. They fixed a crash that would occur when a player disconnected from their party while being revived. They fixed a crash that would occur when a player disconnected during the game over screen. They fixed a crash that would occur when reloading with electric burst active, and they also fixed a crash that would occur when a player disconnected as they were downed with electric burst activated. Now we're going to go onto the map 9. They fixed a crash that would occur when a tiger died depending on where it fell and or collided with an object. They fixed a theater crash that would occur when spectating a homunculus despawn. They fixed a crash that would occur during a voiceover during the main quest. They fixed a crash that would occur during the death of a Ryan quest. They've also fixed a crash that would occur if a player disconnected when the crowd wanted to throw that player an item. And the last one for 9 is they fixed a crash that occur when a player completes a challenge in 9. Moving on to Blood of the Dead, they fixed a crash that would occur in the main quest if the player holding the banjo died while another player attempted to interact with the ghost that handed over the banjo. Brackets, player with the banjo must be the one to give it back to the ghost. They fixed the crash that would occur if the player disconnected from the party while using the overkill, and they fixed the crash that would occur as a result of a seagull disappearing in certain areas of the map. On to Classified, they fixed a crash that would occur when a double packed weapon was combined with a holographic sight and 5 attachments. They fixed a crash that would occur when a player disconnected whilst teleporting. They fixed a crash that would occur during character banter in special rounds. I would assume that's character conversations between one another. They fixed a crash that would occur when a player disconnected on the way to Groom Lake defend in Rush. And the last one is A Voyage of Despair. They fixed a crash that would occur when a player stood on a portal during the main quest. They fixed a crash that would occur when the player used an upgraded Bowie knife against a zombie, and they also fixed a crash that would occur when the player died or disconnected from their party while standing at a window trigger for the homunculus flag Easter egg. Now we're going to move on to the gameplay segments of this update, and we're going to start off with the global. They've increased weapon reload speed when player has all 4 perks. We have touched on this issue at the beginning, or we've touched on this subject at the beginning of the video. They resolved an issue where weapons with a clan tag or kill counter applied could not be resupplied with ammo in-game when all attachment slots were filled. They resolved an issue where certain weapons could not properly apply attachments in the armory. They resolved an issue where the max ammo power-up would not restore any frag grenade charges when the player had the dimensional pocket frag grenade talisman equipped. They resolved an issue where pack-a-punching the SDM with the iron sights as the chosen optic could reset the optic back to default. They've also resolved an issue where players with the sigil of the 4th circle talisman active would not have the perk modifier outline around the 4th perk icon if the player did not have all 4 perks. They resolved an issue where electric burst did not function correctly with the aftertaste elixir after player was revived and had the perk returned by the Scepter of Ra. They resolved an issue with delayed power-up spawns when using extra credit. They resolved an issue where replacing a mule kick assigned weapon removed the mule kick icon from the weapon. They resolved an issue where XP value could turn negative when the player doesn't earn XP in game after achieving Prestige Master. They received an issue that caused players' reload speed to be increased while standing near another player using the Path of Sorrows. Sounds like something that could have actually been in the game. We're going to move on to specific maps now. So we've got Blood of the Dead. They resolved an issue where the FX persisting indefinitely on the Warden when using the Ragnarok Electrocute attack. They resolved an issue that occurred when a player left the showers via fast travel while holding the banjo during the main quest shower puzzle step. They resolved an issue where multiple chronoriums could spawn. They resolved an issue with the magma gat taking over weapon properties when stowed. They resolved an issue where the blue wolf glyph didn't appear after a player shot and reloaded their weapon, then aimed down sights with the spectral shield during a Hell's Redeem request. Moving on to 9, they resolved an issue where Blightfathers and Gladiators could not be killed by the hammer of Velaz's lightning bolt attack. They resolved an issue with the Death of Orion challenge being completed with fewer than 9 zombies. They resolved an issue where equipping the brazen bull caused the Death of Orion to kill at an accelerated rate. They resolved an issue with a Gladiator's pathing getting stuck in the boss fight arena, and they resolved a visual issue with the storm spikes during the main quest. On to Classified. They fixed an exploit where players could control the spawn and despawn of zombies using the panic room to get to high rounds. They fixed an exploit in the morgue area found in the laboratories where the player was able to jump up onto the rim of multiple windows, allowing the player to avoid taking hits from zombies. They fixed an exploit in the corner of the lower war room area where players were able to jump onto the extended collision from a window, eventually causing zombies to stop attacking the player. They resolved an issue where players could be hurled from the teleporter to outside the playable area in Groom Lake. They resolved an issue where Classified did not appear in the map selection screen while in a 4-player split screen party in the lobby. And last but not least, they resolved an issue where zombies and hellhounds could despawn on the teleporter when pathing to players in the panic room. And on the last of these updates for zombies only, we got a miscellaneous section as well. There's only a few fixes here. We've got resolved an issue where paint jobs could be deleted from the personalized menu after trying to select them. Can I just add, paint jobs still don't work in zombies, okay? I've got a hot pink camo waiting for my strife, and it doesn't work, and it's never worked, and I want my pink camo. Could you please, I beg you, fix camos so I can have a pink camo on my gun? Is that too much to ask? A pink camo, please. Thank you. Next. Resolved an issue where playing a local zombies game and then switching to an online lobby would result in no default map being shown. They resolved a camo issue where the red spikes could protrude from a number of weapons. They resolved a splash art in the loading screen where the wrong game mode will be shown. A custom mutations round cap rule now properly ends the game after players complete the number of rounds selected, and they've added a description in creator class on rollover for special weapon stages. Everybody breathe along with me. Let's all take a breath right now because I've just gone lightheaded. Well, that was a lot. GG to Treyarch. Let's give them a round of applause because GG. Well done. Great. Very, very proud of you. I'm proud of you. You've done a very big update here. I'm very impressed with the amount of fixes. I mean, it's a silver lining really because it should have been like this from day one, but I understand you want to get the game out early, you know, Red Dead and Battlefield and all that other competition. Well, Battlefield's not really competition, but you know, thank you. This was very much needed, and to the QA tester out there, he was right about a lot of things, but he was definitely incorrect about that Treyarch doesn't care about the update, because within the 6 or 7 days that leak has came out, Treyarch has managed to bust out this update, and he definitely did not do that in 6 days. So yeah, big shout out to Treyarch, really appreciate the work that you're putting in. And very excited to get in and do some Easter eggs and hopefully wave bye-bye to those blue screens. So there you are, homies. If you made it to the end, you're an absolute legend. I will put a link in the description if you'd like to go and check out the Blackout and multiplayer updates as well. Gonna cut this video here though. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, blah, 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 blah. Until the next one, this is your boy Dame. I'm out.